I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Now let me handle my business scam. What's going on, y'all? This is Dr. Samori Swygert signing in for 2 minutes and some change on iHeartRadio. We've got to talk about what's happening with Jay-Z's 444, the 444 album right there. Now, Jay-Z released that album last week to much critical acclaim. It has gotten all kudos and accolades, all sorts of fancies. It's getting a lot of head nods. People are saying that this album right here has pushed. Nas even said that he salutes Jay-Z for pushing the culture forward with this album. Now, here's something I want to talk about, though. I'm not going to talk about how good or great the album is. But one of the things is this. Kanye West was one of the people that kind of threw a little bit of fly in the ointment when Jay-Z released that album. And what he said was, look, you owe me money for Tidal subscriptions and some other little things, right? You owe me, I think it was about $2 or $3 million or some change, right? Now, everybody knows Kanye West released last year his album, The Life of Pablo. Kanye had the option to go ahead and release it on iTunes and all the other different, the myriad distribution outlets. You have like iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, all sorts of things, right? And so he decided to be a good supporter of his big brother, Jay-Z. And so, you know what? Fine. We're going to do this new music thing, and I'm going to exclusively release The Life of Pablo on Tidal. So for a good period of time, I'm not sure the exact period of time, you could not purchase The Life of Pablo on iTunes. And see, here's the thing. A lot of people nowadays don't want subscriptions. Something where, we just come out of a recession, the unemployment rate, the money is tight on people. People don't want to have to be tied to something where every month you're taking $9.99 out of my account or something of that nature, or let me pay $100 up front for a year's worth of subscription just to get one album. People look at it like a record store. That's how I look at it. I used to walk in back in the day, I walk in the Sam Goody or whatever the record store was, and I go and get my album and I walk out. Not I have to purchase a subscription to a service and then I'll be able to also get the album. People don't want to have to keep spending excess money for one thing. And so that kind of hampered and neutered and undercut Kanye's sales, because some people, like I said, just don't feel like having to buy a service to get an album. Now, Jay-Z released 444 on Tidal, and with that, it was the same thing. He had a special partnership with Sprint, where if you were a Sprint customer, you could also get the 444 album. And so that was the exclusive. That was the deal right there. And so people were unaware of what Jay-Z's next move is. But he's a businessman. Let him handle his business. Scam. And so, he's a hustler. He sells water to a well. So, come to find out, Jay-Z's album, 444, has now been released for purchase and download on iTunes. So he got all of these album sales on Tidal for 444 last week. But that's not all he got, because he was able to get all of these email addresses and subscribers to Tidal. So he leveraged his album for subscribers, right? So it's not just the album, but now I'm getting excess money. Of course, you have that opt-out option, but some people are just lazy. Some people may not opt out. Some people say, okay, well, let me just stay with it and just see, hey, how good the service is. So Jay-Z won. He won from that, right? Then it's that when you when you come to find out, oh, well, to me, the release date was just July 7th, 777s. Jay-Z and the Gambler JC, that's 777s, July 7th, 2017, 777, right? So now the album's available on iTunes. You can download it for purchase. So he played that, he leveraged that album, he leveraged that play for subscribers, made you think there was an urgency and that only way you were going to get it is if you got it from Tidal with a Sprint partnership, or you got it illegally. But it's available now on iTunes. I haven't checked the other platforms, but definitely on iTunes. Now here's the short. Kanye West's album is The Life of Pablo is on iTunes, but it's only through streaming, right? So you have to be an Apple Music Store subscriber where it's like $9.99 a month, and you can stream the album. Kanye West's The Life of Pablo is not available for sale. You cannot pay your $9.99 and download the album. It is not available. Trust me, I've tried it this morning. You cannot do it. I was one of those customers that said, look, I don't feel like subscribing to Tidal just to get The Life of Pablo. I went this morning, Life of Pablo is still not there. So I can't download it, didn't download it. I heard it was a good album, but look, hey, I have my reasons. I'm a choosy shopper, okay? So with that said, I know I'm not the only one that thinks like that. When I made my post this morning on social media, a lot of people actually were like, look, you know what? Well, thanks for letting me know that 444 is on iTunes. I'm going over there to download. So that indicates that, look, there's a demographic of people that are withholding their purchase until they actually get what they want on their terms. You're not going to strong-arm me or Heisman me into subscribing to your service. So that's what it is right there. If I was Kanye West, I would probably be hot right now. But the thing is, I'm not too sure or certain of the terms of agreement that him and Jay-Z had. It all could have been in the fine print. You know what they say about contracts, big words written in small print. Or you never know what type of allegiance that Kanye thought he had with Jay-Z, what type of bond, these type of chess moves that Jay-Z plays, a grand chess master when it comes to these type of moves. But this is real. I mean, who knows what The Life of Pablo could have done if it was released on iTunes and other distribution mediums for music. So, yeah, I think Kanye's hot right now. If I was Kanye, I'd be really hot. As they say, I'd be big mad right now because I felt like I was shortchanged by Hove. Hove! But anyway, this is Dr. Samori Swygert on 2 Minutes and Some Change, iHeartRadio. Hope you enjoy. Let us know what you think. Make sure that you subscribe to 2 Minutes and Some Change, iHeartRadio. Peace.